Hi everybody, it's Lil B, Lil Beezy Baby, whatever you want to call me. I'm here to do a review on the Kel-Tec p11. It was it was a great Christmas present from somebody who really cares for me. So I've been getting a lot of not inboxes, but a lot of just people just wanting to know when I was going to do another weapons review. I haven't done one in about a year, so here we go. It's a Kel-Tec p11, 9mm, 9x19 millimeter, 10 rounds. It's a 10+1 gun. Hammer fire, DAO, double action only firearm. Altogether empty without the magazine. Empty with the magazine. The gun weighs about 14 ounces. Has about a 5-inch barrel, and yeah, it's very small. The slide is about 1-inch thick. I'm not a big fan of these sights, but they're pretty good sights. If you guys can get a sight picture here, yeah. But first things first. Of course, we safety check the weapon. The magazine is empty. Sorry, I gotta film and do the thing, but really nice magazines. Actually, this is not even a Kel-Tec magazine. This is a Metgar magazine. If you could just look at the finish on here, these are pretty high quality magazines. Nice little follower on there too as well. Nice and stiff. I know a lot of people were saying they had problems with the springs in here, but this doesn't make a rattle sound either. And hold on, let me set the camera up so you guys can see the weapon. Okay. As you see, it's nothing in the barrel. It's absolutely empty. It's nothing in here. So, yeah. So just like to slide back down. And the gun is safe. The gun is clear. But yeah, this was a great little gun. I took it to the range. I put about 50 rounds through it. And it performed flawlessly. No failure to feed, no failure to extract, eject. Just all around a great gun. It is a double action only firearm, so the only true safety on this gun is the trigger. It's about a 9.5 pound trigger pull. Not the best trigger in the world, but for the money and the gun, it'll get the job done. The reason why I did choose this weapon is Illinois has just recently passed a concealed carry law, and we was the last state in the nation to actually have some form of this law. I wanted to have I had guns, but I didn't really have a good concealed carry weapon simply because the state never had that option. So I did some looking between the Sky CPX 1N2, the PF9, which is also made by Kel-Tec, and the Glock 26. I chose the p11. The reason why I didn't choose the Glock, it was just too expensive. It was almost $400. The CPX 1 and 2 were its closest competition, simply because the firepower of the CPX 1 and 2 does come with two 10-rounds magazine, double stack magazines, and but the only thing that really just did it for me was the high capacity option. If you look at these magazines, they're made by Metgar, but these magazines, the Kel-Tec p11 is designed around the Smith & Wesson 5906 model, and it can take their 15-round magazine. So this weapon can easily go from a everyday concealed carry weapon to easily a home defense weapon. And even with the 15-round mag in there, it really can still be a concealed carry weapon. It's just really small. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a really small guy, so this, if you see this weapon is, my hands are really not that big, but this weapon is just like really small. I can have it on my person at any time and people would not even know that I was carrying it. But yeah, recoil, it wasn't bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not bad at all. I mean, I'm 5'6", about 130 pounds, so the recoil for me was really manageable. So a lot of bigger guys out there, you shouldn't have a problem with this. It won't be as crisp as a Glock 17 or even a Glock 26 to go for a size comparison, but it most definitely is manageable on the recoil. I haven't the grips on here. If you guys can just take a look at the grips on here are like really aggressive. Like you shooting this thing, just shooting this thing is just the texture of the grips. So I'm probably going to get some hole covered grips and just cover the texture out. Yeah, like I said, there's no external safeties on the slide or the receiver frame. The only safety is actually the trigger. It's a long trigger. It's a double action only. There is no single action on this gun. But for everyday carry and the price, it's great. The disassembly of this firearm is another great feature for cleaning. For people who are like me, who like to clean their guns after a certain amount of rounds, this disassembly is excellent. It's not a whole bunch of things you have to do. What you would do is you would lock the slide back, make sure the magazine is out of the gun, and this pin right here, if you can actually look in there, it's designed like a little shell case, and you can actually use the end of the magazine to take it out, and it comes apart fairly easy. I'll probably get to see if I can show you guys the field strip. Just set the camera up. If you could just see right here, I don't know if you guys can see right here. See right here, the field strip of the weapon is relatively easy. What you would do is make sure the magazine is out of the gun, and you would take the slide and lock it to the rear. I'm trying to do it and film at the same time, so you just take it. You take the slide and just lock it to the rear. And what you want to do from this point is get you something. If you see, I can even use the little things they give me at the store, you know, from County Market and Circle K. What you want to do is, while the gun is in this position right here, just take something in there, and you can just kind of slide the takedown pin out. The takedown pin comes out really nice and easy. And then what you would do from that point is you would let the slide release down, and comes right off the frame. And the disassembly is pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm trying to film and do this. So the disassembly is really good. It's a polymer receiver. It's pretty light. Kind of you would injection molding polymer, if you could just see. It's really nice with a steel metal insert steel frame. So if you can see that, and the slide assembly is basically what you will find on any modern firearm that you have today. You have the guide rod, of course the guide rod. Why don't you just take that out for you? Guide rod and spring, and of course the barrel. Actually comes out right here, and this is a pretty nice barrel. The Kel-Tec made, especially for the money. One thing I want to show you guys is the feeding ramp on here. A lot of my other firearms, I would get jams and hiccups on them because I didn't have a real good feeding ramp. But if you could just take a look at this is a excellent feeding ramp. It is really, I haven't even really had the right tools to clean it, and it's still has a nice pop on it. And it just really makes it easier when you're shooting, especially practicing defensive situations. The ramp, you don't really get a lot of failure to feeds, a lot of failure to extracts with the gun. The Kel-Tec is a pretty made well gun. 5-inch barrel. I actually have the gun digest on the specs, so just bear with me in a minute. I'll actually get the specs on there. Well, yeah, 5 9/16 inch barrel. It's a pretty standard barrel that you would find on any 9mm. It's pretty good, man, and the reassembly is just as easy as the assembly is. You just reverse the process you already did. You just put the barrel back into the slide. The guide rod would go back in here. These are good springs. You're talking about carrying a 9mm that only weighs 14 ounces unloaded. 18, I think it's 18 ounces fully loaded, and it's a 10+1 gun. So yeah, that's you walking around with a lot of firepower for the money, and in a nice small package. So yeah, so you see the slide reassembles just like that. You would just reverse the process. As you see, I take the receiver, and I would actually slide it onto the frame. Make sure the gun is cocked with make sure the weapon is cocked with the slide lock in the up position. You want to make sure your barrel is in the right position, and you would just take the barrel, make sure it stays forward, and you just basically just put the pin back in, and you see it snaps right back in, and then the gun's already set to go. And you just from there you would just let the slide down, and you're all ready to go. Yeah. So yeah, it's really good, really concealable. Anybody knows me knows that I'm a really small guy. This gun is nothing for me to conceal. It really is not. So yeah, this is the Kel-Tec p11, and great thing about this gun is the high capacity option. That is the reason why I bought this gun, is because I can go from carrying 11 rounds in a personal defense situation to putting 15 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, to be a 15+1 gun, and that would be substantial enough for me for home defense. If I can't do it in 15 rounds, then I don't need to be anywhere around a firearm. But yeah, this is a great gun. It's really light. The only thing that I really don't like about this gun is the aggressive grips and the long trigger pull. But I'm actually gonna take it apart. If you actually look at these pins right here, these pins right here, these pins right here, and this trigger bar right here, you can actually do some modifications on it where you can make the trigger a little bit less snappier. But like I said, overall this is a great gun. Kel-Tec makes a really nice weapon right here, and it's really imaginable for it. I think out the door was about $330, and plus some ammunition. Oh, another thing about this gun, Kel-Tec said it doesn't take plus P ammo. So you really y'all know a lot of guys like to shoot plus. You can shoot plus P ammo in here, but it's really not recommended to shoot plus P ammo in this Kel-Tec, and you're not really supposed to dry fire it. But I would just dry fire it one time just to make sure you guys see that it's when it's reassembled, it's pretty functional. Actually, give you a rear view, let you know that this is a hammer fire weapon. As you see, as I draw, you can actually see the hammer coming out. I don't know if you guys can see the hammer, but draw, and it's like that. So yeah, great gun, guys. Kel-Tec p11. So have a good day.